Hi there, how are you? Welcome to Max for Data Science. This is Vivek. Today we will understand the int and float data types we have in Python. So let us start with data type int and float. So int is nothing but the integer data types of a value which does not have any decimal, then it is considered as an integer. And let us check the data type of this particular variable. You see the type is int and suppose I'm adding a decimal 3.13 and checking its data type, then it's float. Now let us walk through some arithmetic operations we have and we can apply on these numbers. So first is addition, which we can do simply 6 plus 2 or 6 plus 3, whatever number. We have a same as subtraction also, minus multiplication. So till here I think if you have any coding experience, then you easily understand plus minus star and divide operators is same in any of the languages. So now you can see here I'm getting a default 3.0, so it's considering it as a float. So next operator which we need to understand is float division. So if you don't do a float division and if you check, let me take this as a 7 to get a more clarity. 7 divided by 2. Now it's 3.5. If you do float division, then it does consider the number after the decimal. It consider it as an integer. That's the difference between division and a float division. The next part is important, which is modulus. So modulus gives us the remainder. So here 6 divided by 2 has 0 remainder. Suppose if I'm placing it here as 7, it means the remainder should be 1. So we are getting 1. Let us try 2 divided by 3, so remainder should be 2. So that's how this modulus works. For reference, I'm just copy pasting the arithmetic operations which are available. The next is a comparison operator. Let me paste it here first, then we can walk through it. For same as any other programming language, so you have equal to operating op. Here I mentioned 5 is equal to 2, which is false, so you got a false. If I mention it's not equal to, yeah, it's not equal to, then you will get a true as a value. Here we have the greater than and less than operators, which gives you whether it's a true or false. The output is a true or false every time. So greater than equal to, if you would like to check if it's a greater than equal to or less than equal to. Now let me say this, you get a true. And that's how these comparison operators are. Now if you would like to say, I would like to find the absolute value of something. For example, now I'm saying 5 minus 7, so I ideally get minus 2. Now I'm saying I need absolute value. You have a function abs which helps you to achieve that. So now you got an absolute value, and now you have a number, suppose, which is longer, which is a couple of digits after decimal, and you would like to round it out to certain numbers post decimals. So currently I'm assigning it to a variable, say v1, and I would like to round it, say round v1. So by default it takes 0 as a rounding value. By default round doesn't take 0 value. It means it doesn't round it, but if you would like to round certain decimals, the certain numbers after decimals, then you have to give the number how many digits you want after the decimal. Suppose I want 2. I mentioned it. Now it give me two values. Wait a minute, let me refresh. So it give me two values, or two digits after decimal. Now just for simplicity, we have 5 here, suppose. Then let us, now you can see if I say I want to round it to two decimal places, then the output should be 3.13. That's what we get it. The next thing we would like to understand is that if you would like to increment a number, how can you do that? What are the possible ways? The first option you have, suppose I'm taking a variable which has value 4 and I would like to increment it. You have two ways to do it. Num equal to num plus 1. This is one way. Let us print it and see whether it's incrementing or not. Yes, it does. Now let us check the next approach, which is num plus equal to 1. So now in num you have value 5. So after this operation the value should be 6. So let us print that it's 6. So these are the available ways you have to increment a number. So Python follows the mode of the operation. Suppose I'll say 4 cross 2 plus 1. So ideally it has to give output as 8 plus 1, 9. So it follows the operation. Suppose you have written it like this and it's giving you 9, but you would like to perform the plus first and then the multiplication, then you can apply the parenthesis around it. Now Python will execute this fast first. It will apply the plus operator first, then it will apply the multiplication operator later. So after doing that, it 3 plus 4, 12. You have to get an output as 12. So here the Python pretty much works same way as any other program, and it follows the basic set of the rules to perform the operations on the numbers. Well, that's it. This is the end of this particular video. So these are some basic operations and comparisons which we have seen in integer and float data type. If you like the video, please press the thumbs up. And if you did not subscribe the channel, please subscribe the channel to get the latest updates from the channel. Till then, I'm Vivek signing off. Bye bye.